Before that, we gave you Asha with Jayla, also a beautiful song, very introspective music in this hour of the show. It's 20 minutes past 10 Central Africa time. We're speaking the Happy Hormone Club after the break.
Es-tu préoccupé par quelque chose? Es-tu passionné par les questions qui comptent? As-tu une voix qui mérite d'être entendue? Eh bien, nous avons la plateforme parfaite pour toi. Téléphone-nous ou fais-nous un WhatsApp au +27 66 408 87 42 et nous te rappellerons. Sois dans la conversation.
Salut Channel Africa, ici Beno le diamant rouge et Binal Sport depuis le Cameroun, le pays des lions. Voilà.
Sois dans la conversation. Il ne s'agit pas seulement de parler, mais c'est ta chance d'exprimer ton point de vue, de partager tes opinions et de t'engager avec une communauté qui valorise ton avis. Suivez-nous sur les réseaux sociaux, visitez notre site www.channelafrica.co.za et préparez-vous à partager vos points de vue sur Channel Africa, la perspective africaine.
Your life, your rhythm, your Africa. Channel Africa. Find it for free on Google Play and the Apple App Store. Out and About with Palesa Tau, because life happens off script.
It's time for us to go beyond the body. That's our alternative health feature here on Out and About. And today we shift the focus inward because sometimes true wellness goes far deeper than we see on the outside. And our hormonal health, especially as women, is at the core of our energy, our mood, our metabolism, our fertility, but also our overall health. Today we're joined by Bea Hurter, who's a holistic hormonal health practitioner and founder of the Happy Hormone Club, with expertise in holistic nutrition, womb massages, Pilates, and a master's degree in environmental sciences. Bea is leading a powerful movement that's helping women understand and naturally rebalance their hormones. So if you have been struggling, like I know millions of women do, with things like PCOS, fatigue, hormonal acne, endometriosis, stubborn weight, and also, all the things in between. And we think, my body must be broken. Apparently, it's not. And Bea's helping us understand where the regulation of all of that may come from. Bea, thank you so much for joining us this morning on Out and About.
Oh, thank you, Palesa. What an amazing Saturday that I can spend time with you. I love your work.
Thank you.
And thank you for this opportunity.
Oh, thank you so much for joining us. It is a pleasure for me as well. As a woman myself and, with a ward of women around me all the time, I think I really don't like the language that we've put around hormones, just as society in general, because everything has been put towards our hormones only being about our personalities and our emotions. Oh, it's your hormones again. But it's so much deeper than that. And in fact, I think we overlook just how much our hormones as women impact our overall health.
100% agree. And I agree with that. We always say it's the lady's hormone, that the lady in the office. It's just the hormones. But there's so much more to it. I always actually say hormones are our superpower. We just have to understand how to read our bodies again and reconnect so that we can have the positives as well.
Well, let's speak a little bit about that. What is happening in our bodies with our hormones, especially as women? Why is it all over the place? And how exactly does it impact our overall health?
Oh, such a good one. So firstly, everyone has hormones. So for me, sitting here having this amazing opportunity, of course, I have hormones going higher. My cortisol is a bit high, but that's normal. Like cortisol, sitting in the traffic, you also have a bit of cortisol spikes. But also, if you had breakfast this morning, you have insulin. So I think all of us, the connection to hormones is a lot more. Everyone has it. In perfect balance, that's the thing we're aiming for. Specifically for women, we want our sex hormones, our estrogen, our progesterone, testosterone to be in perfect balance, because then we're actually not supposed to have PMS. Palesa, did you know that?
Really?
We're not supposed to have any of these symptoms, really.
I mean, it's said to be natural. Oh, I'm just PMSing again.
Exactly. It's not normal. And a symptom is literally like a light coming on in your car. We know the fuel light comes on and we need petrol, right? But we have forgotten that, or how to read our bodies. So the body talks through symptoms. And specifically, the menstrual cycle is like our monthly report card. It will
Okay.
show you exactly what is out of balance. And when we learn how to read it, give it the correct feel again with nutrition, lifestyle, everything can go back to balance and your lights can actually go off again.
You know, I'm glad that you say that because you're saying that our menstrual cycle is our monthly report card. And what we think it's reporting is generally if we're pregnant or not, but it's more than that. How
Exactly.
do we read all the things that is actually being reported by our monthly cycle?
Oh, there's so much. Okay, so firstly, let's take a very common one, PMS.
Okay.
So if that light comes on, you're moody, you're irritated, you're even bloated, like the physical symptoms of PMS, that can show us your estrogen, progesterone levels are out of balance. But I've seen amazing stuff with a few quick tweaks on your nutrition to actually have a symptom-free cycle in your next cycle. Other symptoms are pain. Pain is also not normal. I want to shout that from the rooftops. I think that's also just a thing women think we have to suffer, but we don't. So those are a few common ones, the
Yeah.
PMS, the pain, and then of course the hormone imbalances, like the PCOS and all of those type of things that you can also of course put into remission. But we first have to just take a bigger picture and understand it is not normal and we can actually fix it.
You know, I'm so glad that you're highlighting this because it feels like we have normalized struggle when it comes to our menstrual cycle, things like PMS. And you say, no, it's actually not normal and you can actually regulate it. But where do you start when you're trying to regain balanced hormones?
Oh, so good. So I love the menstrual cycle awareness. It's such a simple technique of just tracking your cycle. So on a daily basis, you can literally ask yourself at the end of the day, how am I feeling? And you look at your emotional fluctuations over a month. So firstly, you are a different version of yourself you have 4 different seasons, inner seasons, linked to the 4 different phases of the menstrual cycle. So if you start realizing you're a different version, you're a spring or summer version versus a winter version, which is your menstrual cycle,
Yeah.
your period. So I think the first is just bringing awareness to your fluctuations in energy and mood. Then looking at what are you eating? Very important. How are
Okay.
you feeling yourself? And then we can figure out from there what is your symptoms trying to tell us.
You know, some have struggled with some of these symptoms for many, many years. They've gone to various doctors, various experts, and they just can't get it right. And I think it's been brushed off as, that's just how your body is. That's just how it is. Things like PCOS, so many women struggle with it. Things like hormonal acne. I'm one of those women who struggle with hormonal acne. And because you can't actually see or touch your hormones, you feel like it's something that you can't actually treat. Where does treatment actually begin?
Oh, Palesa, you know what? The first step is the awareness and asking the right questions. I think that's the first step. Okay, so if you, for example, have PCOS or the hormonal acne, we can look at the root causes. That's a big one because there's things driving that specific symptom. So for us to know that your gut health is one of the big causes for hormonal acne or sometimes elevated male hormones. So for
Okay.
women with PCOS, that's one of the main drivers for these type of symptoms. So it's not really symptom treating it like some doctors might do. It's taking the holistic approach when we look at your lifestyle and your food. And that normally, if you plug the right things in for that specific symptom, it normally takes the symptom away. Yeah.
I see. So You know,
Yes.
when we think about some of these alternative medical treatments outside of like going to a doctor, the one big question that people want to ask, because I mean, nobody wants to be taking things that are going to be messing with their bodies and maybe even further, making their bodies feel even worse or making them feel more detached to their bodies. Are these science-based practices?
100%. So because I come from a solid science background,
Yeah.
I always look at the research. And the main thing is that we want to do is I look at the science language, but I translate it for every woman to understand. So
Okay.
yes, 100% science backed. I mean, there's science coming out, for example, if you have period pain, but you use zinc, it can actually reduce your pain. So something as simple
Hmm.
as zinc that you buy at Discount, like a Zinplex,
Yeah.
has been proven to reduce period pain. So there's a lot of science out there that is so simple to implement. That's also my thing. Simple, practical things that every woman can do and plug into her life to make her lifestyle more hormone friendly.
Yeah.
That's my main thing.
Okay, that sounds
Yes.
incredible because it's a
Mm.
lifestyle integration. It's a
Yes.
lifestyle change, and not just like
Mm.
a one-time thing. Because if we go to a doctor, we want them to give us like a pill, we want them to give us a
Mhm.
drink, we want them to give us a cream that's going to just solve the issue without actually
Mm.
changing our lifestyles as a whole, which impact our lives and our bodies on a daily basis. But you have personal evidence that some of these practices work. You were able to reverse your own PCOS, that's polycystic ovary syndrome. Tell us about that and how your own experience helps you help other women who come to the Happy Hormone Club.
So, yes, my whole story started when I was diagnosed in 2010, so many, many years ago. And originally, I took the conventional route, was put on the pill, all of it. But unfortunately, I had so many side effects and I just gained 20 kilograms. Can you believe it? I'm
Oof.
20
Oh,
kilograms lighter than I was. I had my mood issues and all the dark facial hair issues with PCOS. And what I realized, as a scientist, I was like, yeah, I have to figure this out. And when I looked at the research and I looked at nutrition, there was a lot of light bulbs that came on to that I actually realized my lifestyle, the habits that I'm doing on a daily basis, is not supporting my hormonal health. And once I started looking at eating a balanced breakfast, but let's say it's simple things,
yeah.
balanced breakfast with protein, not doing coffee on an empty stomach, doing good magnesium, not over exercising, specifically in the
Mm,
luteal phase when we don't have all the energy.
yeah.
When I set up my life to support my fluctuating hormones, I lost my weight without any medication. So I went off the pill. My cycle came back. And for women with irregular cycles, it's a big thing. My
Yeah.
cycle
Yeah.
regulated, my pain stopped. Can you believe it?
Wow.
With looking at anti-inflammatory foods and
Hmm.
reducing my inflammation. So, for example, something simple that caused a lot of inflammation in my body and for a lot of my clients is something like dairy.
Okay.
Not for everyone, but for a lot of my women with pain, dairy just makes it worse. So, and then for some, the zinc will help. So
Okay.
plugging in those things, I could actually put my PCOS completely in remission. I have a regular cycle, I have energy, my cravings are gone.
Mm.
So it's completely possible to put your PCOS and your symptoms like PMS and pain, all of that into remission with the
Yeah.
right help.
That is incredible, Bea. We'll leave it there. But because there is no one size fits all and all our bodies are acting and reacting in very different ways, then it perhaps is important to be part of the Happy Hormone Club so you can understand your own body, your own cycle, your own hormones in order to deal with, your body in a holistic manner. How do you become part of the Happy Hormone Club? How do you begin this journey?
So I'm so proud to say this. I have the first PCOS-focused membership that is online. I also help women with PMS and pain and all of those hormonal symptoms.
Nice.
And I'm completely online. So they join the happyhormoneclub.co.za, join my membership, and I have weekly calls. I have all the recipes that you need. So all the support that you need in a community of supporting women.
Yeah.
For everyone to join.
That is incredible. So tell us once again, where can we join? Where can we follow you? And how can we take part to start healing our bodies from the inside out?
Amazing. My website is happyhormoneclub.co.za. Okay, that's my website.
Yeah.
I'm also on Instagram, the Happy Hormone Club SA.
Lovely.
And what I also have a special offer for you today, Palesa. Anyone joining my membership, they can use Channel Africa 10, and I'm offering them a 10% discount on the first month of my membership.
Wow. Oh, that's
All
incredible.
the women listening today.
Thank you so much. I'm sure that's going to be incredible for all the Channel Africa family women who really, really need this help and support. Bea, thank you so much for your time. All the best. And thank you so much for joining us on Out and About.
Thank you so much, Palesa. Have a wonderful Saturday.
Have a great one yourself. That's Bea Hurter, founder of the Happy Hormone Club, helping us really get our hormones in a space where you can live a happy, holistic life in a body that suits you. It's 10:36 Central Africa time. Don't forget you can follow Bea on all the platforms that she mentioned, Instagram, and of course, you can be a part of the Happy Hormone Club on the website, the Happy Hormone Club. That's on Out and About. I think that's incredible information for Beyond the Body this morning.
Out and About with Palesa Tau.